these are all the documents I needed to travel to the UK with my service dog. This may be helpful to you if you are going to Europe or the UK specifically anytime soon in the future. This is what I needed to travel to the UK, specifically London, England, with my service dog. So I went over this in the other video, but you're going to need a rabies vaccine certificate. Basically, they're just going to need your rabies number, the expiration, and the day that it was administered. You're going to need an EU health certificate, and this comes from your vet. And specifically for the UK, you're going to need a Great Britain health certificate. So for me, my vet had this included in these documents, and we filled them out at the same time. It's going to be basically the same information, they just have their own form. This is the big change. So you are going to need a dewormer given within 5 days of entering the UK. So 5 days prior. So since I was in Paris and London, and I did Paris first, I had to get this administered while I was in Paris by a vet there. It was pretty easy. It was like $80. So it wasn't too much of a hassle. We just had to go to the vet, and then they gave her that, and then they signed off on the form. You need your DOT forms, and so I was traveling by Eurostar, so for me it was a slight hassle. I had gotten approved online, had my email confirmation and everything. In order to get your seat booked, you need to call the UK number. So that is a step I missed because I was not able to call the UK number. You can't do it via WhatsApp, and you can't email. So, unless they've changed it. But, so I had to call. So I found this out the day I was at the train station leaving for England, and thankfully they were able to figure it out. They were able to call and get it approved, but just save yourself the hassle and find a way to call them, or maybe email and see if they can get it done. But basically they just book a free seat for you, and it's right next to you. And so they're also going to need all of these forms here, and again, microchip. And in the UK, they do have different laws regards to training. I actually had 0 access issues in the UK. The other thing with the UK is they have certain dog breeds banned. Pit bulls are one of them, a lot of bully breeds. So if your service dog is any of those breeds, do your research, because they can take your dog legally and euthanize it. I don't know how strict they are, but again, that's not something that I would be willing to risk. So do your research on that some dog breeds are banned. Hope that helps. Let me know down below if you have a trip coming up, or if you have gone to Europe and you had any similar or different experiences.